don't pay me in gold. Giddy up, back outside, I'm on the road. Giddy up, when the sun goes down. Lay up, can hear her body howl. Feel her eyeing me like how. Hide your man when a hangman coming down. She's a
Hello, family, and welcome back. So, today I'm going to be talking about something that people ask me every day. Literally, everywhere I go, I get stopped. The most popular question I get is, how many tattoos do you have? And, oh, does that hurt? And, what does that mean? Or, can I take a picture? These are all things that I deal with on a daily basis. Um, Let me start with, I'm not trying to influence anybody to go ahead and get ink. I see a lot of stories of people removing their ink, but for me, we live in a day and age that it's not taboo anymore. You can go into the workplace. You have professionals that have tattoos. I would just say choose wisely for sure when it comes to how you choose to decorate your canvas. I chose to decorate my canvas how I wanted to, and I love it, and I don't regret it. I don't regret any of my tattoos. So, that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. I honestly don't even really have a number because some of them I got one at a time, some of them it was a collective thing. So, I'm just going to go over each one with you guys, and you guys can count it yourself if you want to. All right, so from top, right now on my neck, I have a crown. The biggest reason I got this one was my grandmother. Her name was Queen Elizabeth Evans. So that was kind of like a tribute to her, getting that crown, as well as I have always referred to myself, and I've always taught to refer to myself as a queen and to conduct myself as such. So that's the reason I got that one. This next one, which I got this year, like a few months ago, is the QP, and I got it in the Savage writing. This one is a tribute to my grandfather. His name is Quiterio Perez. He has already now passed on. So a lot of my tattoos have to deal with a lot of tributes and just memories. So yeah, that's what that is. Red lettering. A lot of the times they tell you about having to get touch-ups. I haven't had to. He did say that I could go back and get it, but I'm okay with how it looks and I like it. So this one here, my sunflower, I got this one covered up recently because underneath it was some prayer hands and a rosary that I got done when I was attending school at Bethune-Cookman University in Daytona Beach. And the guy that did it, horrible. It was horrible. It really was. And I mean, people knew what it was, but it was janky looking. So I went ahead and got it covered up. And I really like it. I love the sunflowers and what it represents. I have this next one, which to all my ladies, when getting initials, make sure you really care about this person and make sure you plan on having them around for a long time. Because a lot of the times you hear about the superstition of, oh, you get a tattoo and the shit's not going to last. I just feel like, okay, if it doesn't last, I can get it covered up. But if not, it's a lesson at the end of the day. So I have the initials DJ, which is somebody that's very special to me in my life right now. And those are his initials. Let's see. My next tattoo. Right, so on my, I guess, shoulders here, I have my birthday, which is November 26th, and I have my ex-husband's birthday, which is December 3rd. Regardless of the fact that we are now divorced, he had a profound effect in my children's life for sure, and it was a lesson for me. I can say that. I didn't marry for love, and that was my mistake. I married because I wanted stability. I wanted a family structure for my children, and I didn't get to really know who I was dealing with and what demons that he carried around with him, and um, the things that he wasn't willing to go ahead and deal with therapy and other things of the such, and also not realizing that we were not equally yoked. So I see it as, hey, it's a lesson learned. You move forward. We are cool. I have no beef or anything towards him. So it is what it is. So my next tattoo is the tattoo that I get the most questions, and I've even had pictures taken of this tattoo when I've been inside the casino and just out and about as I've traveled and things of the such, which is the characters from the cartoon Rugrats. One of my favorites. A lot of people ask me, "Oh, why don't you color it in?" And I'm like, "No, I got it specifically in black and gray for a reason, and I really love it. It's definitely homage to my childhood and just gives me that nostalgic feeling of when I used to watch Nickelodeon. I used to watch like Are You Afraid of the Dark, Nick at Night, All Real Monsters, Hey Arnold. Like, I am a true 80s baby, and those were the cartoons that really stuck out to me and that I just wanted to give a tribute to. So that's the reason why I got this. So going down further, I have my eldest daughter's name. Her name is Sienna. So I have that. And then I had the lipstick first, and it's kind of janky looking. I need to redo it. But the girl that I had to do this one, she connected it with the lipstick, which is really cool. Then I have like this little star right here. And then eventually, like I did recently on this side, I'm going to connect everything here to create a sleeve. Let's see what else. On my inner, I guess, arm, you can see here, I have the initial S, which is for my cousin Shaquilla. She means a lot to me. We both have each other tattooed on us, our initials for each other. At one time, we lived together. That's my cousin. She's my blood. So that's why I got that one. Those are all my tattoos on this arm. So now let's go ahead and go to my very highly tatted now arm on my left hand side. So to begin with, I have my first tattoo ever, which is a tribute to my mom. She is still living. And the words "my one and only," because you only have one mom. And although my relationship with her is problematic and hostile at times, I mean, she's still my mom, and I still have love for her, even though I do have to keep her at a distance. Um, so that's that. Next, I have a rose, which I recently got done. Oh, by my tattoo artist. He's done majority of my work. G Black and Mile. Make sure you go check him out on IG. He's here in the West Palm Beach area, so he will always continue to do my work as long as he's here. But yeah, he added. I told him that I wanted to go ahead and make this a sleeve, so he went ahead and added all these little designs: the cloud, the stars, things of that such stuff, things of that such. He went ahead and added all this recently along with the clock, because for me, I see time heals all. So that was my overall reason as to getting that. Um, I have another initial here, which is for my baby. Same thing, DJ. He recently added that too, along with the rose. So all of this was added to go ahead and create the sleeve, along with this little black shaded area here to connect everything together. And I really love it. He did a great job. Um, let's see. I have next is Marilyn Monroe, or Norma Jean. If you know, you know. Good old Norma Jean. Most people know her by Marilyn Monroe. The reason why I got her was because I was a theater major. I went to the school, Baca Middle School of the Arts in the West Palm Beach area. I was a theater major, and I was just always fascinated by her confidence. And then after doing my own research, it was interesting to find out that upon her passing or her murder, which I believe she definitely was murdered. She was a size 16. I have always been a plus size girl, so for her to have been that size, where today that's considered plus size, she was very voluptuous, she was very curvy, and I've always been that way, as you can see. So that was my reasoning as far as getting that done. My next tattoo is for my youngest daughter, Brooklyn. The reason why she is named Brooklyn is because my mom is from Brooklyn on Fulton Street. So that was definitely a homage for my mom by naming her Brooklyn. My mom wanted to name her Zoila, which, or like AKA Zoe. And I was like, nah, I'd rather do something that's, cute. It wasn't too popular. It's popular now for sure. But yeah, that's for her. And her flower is the daisy, which is why I added that. And I like butterflies. But yeah, I got that done. So on my inner arm here, let me show you. I got this one done in college, which it has the word trust and it has a dagger. Didn't even really know why I got the tattoo, but I got it, refund check in college, I wanted to get something. I've just always been infatuated with tattoos. It's kind of just my therapy. All right, so let's go to the next one. So the next one I have is a locket and the name Larry. I was talking to a guy that ultimately committed suicide, and he was dealing with mental issues and things of the sort. So that's why I got the locket, because he'll always be in my heart. To know that someone reaches to a point where they're that low that they have to unalive themselves, it's scary. Suicide and mental health is a real thing. So it's a constant reminder when I do look at it. And that kind of segues into the other one that says Antonio, which is a classmate of mine that he came out as being homosexual. And he ultimately unalived himself as well with overdosing because his family didn't accept him. They kicked him out and other things of the sort. So, those are just two constant reminders to love myself, love my children, accept them no matter what they would choose to be. They are still my children. But yeah, I like to always pretty much have tattoos that remind me. They kind of transport me back into that moment. Like I can always remember where I was in that moment when I look down at my tattoos. So yeah, those are everything on my arms. So now let's go ahead and go to my back. So on my back, and I'll try to go ahead and include some pictures as well. So I have my baby, my Chihuahua Diamond. This was such a sad story, y'all. My baby was outside with some other dogs, and those other dogs pushed her into the pool, and she ultimately drowned. So that was my first dog. And, I got her when I was in college. I didn't have any kids, so she was my first baby, literally. So I definitely did a tribute to her. And then in the middle of my back, hope you guys can see, I have some Chinese letters which represent live, laugh, and love, because those are just mantras that I have always lived by. You have to live your life, you have to love, and you have to laugh. Laughter is healing. In life, I know I have been through some things, but in meeting me, most people would never even know, because my laughter, my smile, and how I treat people, I don't carry around that pain. It's only if I choose to divulge it to you or we get to talking and I go ahead and I start to share my testimony that people know, wow, I would have never even thought you've been through that. But that's that on that. So now let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and adjust myself because I got this good old negligee on, y'all. Hold on. Camera down. So on my leg here, I have the scene from The Nightmare Before Christmas with Jack Skellington, which is one of my favorite movies to date. So I got that done. This one was also done by G Black and Mild. Um, my next one is, of course, the Puerto Rican flag with the word pride. If anyone knows a Hispanic person, you know that they are prideful. There is something about the Hispanic culture that we just have a pride about ourselves. So that was definitely a homage to that. Next, I have Nefertiti, and then I have the word queen again, because like I said, I was always taught to refer to myself as a queen. And that was just kind of like when I started to really get into Egyptian history and understanding as far as where I came from, where we came from, as a culture, as Black American people, as African American people, for sure. So I really loved her story. So I went ahead and got that done. Let's see. On my right leg, on my calf, I have the word serenity. And then I have my own rendition or my own um, image of what I would perceive as God or Jesus Christ. And I wanted to make it where his skin looked like mine, because they always talk about that we are in his likeness. So that I did that for that reason. My next tattoo I got was the word champagne, because back in the day, I used to wear my hair with blonde at the top and the number 4 at the bottom. So it was 27 at the top and number 4 at the bottom. So I always went by the name Cola Champagne. So I got that done for that reason. All right, and then let's see. Let's go to my inner leg. I have the saying "Never sleep again," which is a homage to Freddy Krueger. I am a big fan of Freddy Krueger, so went ahead and got that done. I'm on the fence right now as far as what I want to do on my full back as well as my bottom, because I definitely do want to be fully tatted on my backside. That is the ultimate goal for me. I will never go ahead and tattoo my décolletage. That's just not me. I like to remain, in my eyes, feminine by not having anything here. But yeah, that is all my tattoos that I can share. No, I'm just playing. I do have one on my butt, which is some initials to a stripper name that I used to go by. So, but I can't show that because I'm not trying to go ahead and have my video banned. But it's just some letters as well as some lips. So that's on my left cheek. But that's all my tattoos. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment down below, like, comment, all that stuff. I'm very intentional going into 2025 of walking away from my 9 to 5 and making content creation my full-time income, my full-time life, because for me, with my personality, I feel like a lot of people can relate to me. I like to be transparent. I like to keep it 100 for sure. I know a lot of people get on here and they want to go ahead and portray something that they're not, but definitely being on my channel, I'm always going to go ahead and come as I am. I could have went ahead and made sure my hair was cut and had makeup on and all that, but it's just like, for what? Like, this is me. There's going to be days where I wear makeup. There's going to be days where I don't wear makeup. So I have to be comfortable and love me enough to come as I am. And that's exactly what you're always going to get. So I thank you guys for taking the time to watch this. Please share with your friends and let's stay connected. Let's go ahead and make sure that we are keeping it 100. We are being authentic with ourselves and with others all year and all life, period. Straight up. So definitely, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. And I'll see you next time.
Y'all, tell me why I totally forgot 2 tattoos, but I'm gonna just go over them real quick. So here I have a cover up. It is a koi fish. I got it covered up because underneath it I had my sister's initials. We were at odds with one another. We're cool now. Excuse me. But yeah, I got that covered up. But I always love the koi fish and its symbolism, so that's that. And then I also have a watch piece there because, like I said, time heals all. So that is something that I'm still thinking about how I want to go ahead and just connect everything together on this arm. But I definitely miss those. But I just wanted to go over that because I know you're probably like, hey, you just skipped over something on the inside and the outside of your arm. Excuse me. So that's what those two are.
Yeah. Yeah, go like a star. Come to the top of the car. Don't know about the law. You don't know what I done saw. Can't leave without it. Can't leave without it. How can you stick for the wall? Chase out deposit. Chase out deposit. Money just stick with the boy. A lot of model bitches check for me. Nigga don't check for me unless you got checks for me. I kept a stick like a hobo, no checking me. Way back when D-Lo had the spot in Treasury. So many hoes had to get up, I said to me. She left her body home and brought her neck to me. I did a walk through, they sent a jet to me. Y'all niggas show price less than my jewelry. One of my arms were particular. Watch so much that a car came with it. Back in the day, I used to walk with no mask on. Shit on my wrist, I would've kept the whole house full. And I went to school high, I ain't go to class though. I was with the OGs, learning about the glass though. Me with the dudes, 5 mama, keep my ass, bro. Break yourself, you was raised on the dance floor. I'm with Sid and Lil Baby, yeah. We got 4 choppers that's full. Right before rapping on